Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Reading the Red this Wednesday morning. And not so bright yet. A little bit of fog out there, which usually means the sun's going to shine. But it is cold. Mark chapter 10 and verse 29. Jesus said, "Truly I say to you, there is no one who has left house or brother or sister or mother or father or children or farms for my sake and for the gospel's sake." And Jesus responds in this way because Peter's, having been concerned about the rich entering into the kingdom of heaven, now realizes that if it's difficult for the rich to enter into the kingdom of heaven, how hard it is for a fisherman. And he personalizes the reality along with the other disciples. And he says, "We have left everything for you, Jesus. How do we have that assurance of getting in? How do we get to a place where we know?" And Jesus wants to reassure them. He wants to affirm his dedication and commitment to them. And he goes through that list and he says this. He says, whoever, truly I say to you, there is no one who has left house. So meaning whoever leaves anything to follow the kingdom and the kingdom's ways, that is the kingdom, that is follow me, that is become a subject of the king, because God has a kingdom and Jesus is the King of Kings, and he's looking for worthy subjects to live in his kingdom. All those that would come and follow his teaching and his ways, who will buy in to his ideology, his understanding of values, the purposes and his plans. Everyone that connects themselves to Jesus, the people of God. Jesus is saying anyone who lets go of anything to follow me and all of my ways, to join my kingdom. And he just leaves it hanging until the next verse. So we won't get there. But know this, there will be times when we will have to give up things that were and are part of this reality. It could be relationships. It could be intimate relationships. It could be stuff. It could be money. It could be vehicles. It could be jobs. It could be anything. It could be experience. It could be ambitions. It could be our entertainment. But the reality is that God, as we walk with Jesus, will at times challenge us regarding the things that we are committed to in terms of our investments in the things of this earth, that we're going to have to give up in order to be able to follow him. And the reality of whether we give them up or not is going to be based upon whether or not he is really Lord of our lives, whether he is truly Lord or whether we just call him Lord. Many call him Lord, Lord, but when it comes down to it, they're not willing to give up what he says, "I want you to surrender to me." And so they carry on in that way, that behavior, that attitude, that perspective, that value system. And that demonstrates that he's not their Lord in that area of their lives. But Jesus says, anyone who gives up anything and follows me. And we'll talk about what the blessing comes tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. See you tomorrow.